Hello friends and welcome to another Pauper League. I am Cooper the Red and this is Affinity, the deck that's been banned countless times but still people are dedicated to playing it because damn this deck is good. And while we have lost mainstays, Shed a Tear for Atog and Disciple of the Vault, Shed a Tear for Cranioplating, We Never Knew You. And then we also lost Sojourner's Companion. Um, is there anything else? Yeah, I think Prophetic Prism was used in this deck for a while too, wasn't it? Regardless, this deck has lost a lot of cards, but still, people the deck is still really, really good. If you're looking for, one of the best decks to play in the format, it's pretty hard to complain about playing 4/4s for free, 5/5s for 1 mana, returning your creatures from the graveyard. We've got that too. We've got so much card draw. If you like drawing cards, we've got all the card draw. And we can even counter spells too, why not? So this deck has it all, and hopefully we'll be able to use these cards to navigate our way to victory. This is going to be easy mode, but that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. So let's head into the... well, let's talk a little bit about the sideboard first. So a lot of these things here is, like not too uncommon. We've got 4 Pyroblasts, 4 Hydroblasts. We're playing blue and red, and these are the best sideboard options available in Pauper, so no surprise there. Gorilla Shaman versus the Mirror Match. Suffocating Fumes, going to be good versus a lot of different decks. Including Coggates and Kuldotha Red. We've also got Unexpected Fangs to gain a little bit more life if we're still lacking. We've got another removal spell in Chainer's Edict. And then we've also got a single copy of Envelop. It took me a little while to kind of figure out where this fit in. And I'm still not like exactly positive why we wouldn't just play another, like Blue Elemental Blast number 5. But I'm thinking this is probably for the various burn decks in the format. I guess like Envelop is going to be better versus Black Burns and versus Madness. So it definitely has that over Blue Elemental Blast. But yeah, I was thinking like, why are we playing Envelop? But, Kuldotha Red is one of the best decks in the format, so if we're able to envelop a Kuldotha Rebirth, then that seems pretty good. Alright, let's head into the queue and find some opponents. You're here bright and early. Alright, so probably Kuldotha Red, but could be the Mirror Match. Still up. I've been there. Labyrintho, hello? Okay, yeah, so this is obviously Kuldotha Red. A burn deck to fear. We're over here still setting up. Opponent's going to be cracking in with these 3/3s. Or sorry, these 3/1/1s. Alright, well they don't have the artifact count yet for Galv Blast, so if they want to use this turn, it's only a shock. But they still have 4 cards in hand, and this card is going to be available next turn. So they could probably turn that into a 4 mana for 1 pretty easy. So we're going to get a Myr Enforcer for 2 mana here. The problem is if we play Myr Enforcer, then they can potentially Galv Blast it. I guess that's better than them Galv Blasting our face. The real issue is I'd like to be able to gain 7 life with it if we're going to lose it, but I just don't see any way we're going to be able to do that. Okay, so they immediately use the Galv Blast to shock me. Just to use that mana. Down to 12. Another Rebirth. Ooh. And Bushwhacker. Wow. We're dead. That's lethal. So I'm going to have to Galv Blast a creature here and go to 2? And they still have 3 cards in hand, all these creatures. Not looking good, friends, not looking good. We do have Reckoner's Bargain, so we can gain 7 life. And I guess I hold it back as a blocker. Although attacking with it is probably better if they're just going to kill us with a lightning bolt. Can double bargain, gain 9. Eventually, yep. Or maybe we can hold the bargain for Gurmag Angler, gain another 7. Oh, you meant last turn. Yeah, that's true, that's true. Maybe I should have just done that then. Would have had more creatures, more cards in the graveyard. Probably would have been better than playing Makeshift Munitions. Womp womp. Alright, good time for a lightning bolt, opponent. Yep, they think so too. Okay, Suffocating Fumes, Unexpected Fangs, Hydroblast, Envelop. My thought on Kenku was that it gives me 2 blockers. So if I'm looking to be blocking, you know, like a lot of goblins or whatever, this is 2 cards in 1. But yeah, I do think it's the worst of the leftovers here, and it might just be, you know, like too many resources to get those blocks. Need 3 mana and an untapped bridge to properly get the value out of the Artificer for blocking. Well, that was a really fast start from the opponent. Of course, the game would have been totally different if we'd drawn Krark-Clan Shaman. Yeah, I think that was what we were supposed to do. Um, go for the Reckoner's Bargain on the Ichor Wellspring. Try to draw um, Krark-Clan Shaman. This is one of the problems with, playing a different deck every day. Not exactly sure, especially first match, exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. The formal brew, thank you. Cheers. All right, let's get back into it. Okay, keep this. All right, so opponent lays down Synthesizer, revealing Fire Blast. Not a good flip. And they just pass the turn back. So this costs 2 mana. Oh, wow, look at all those bits! The Formal Brew, thank you so much for the support. Cheers. First time chat coming in here. 500 bits. Brilliant. Okay, opponent plays Epicure and passes the turn, allowing us to untap. Now we have access to Reckoner's Bargain, gain 7. Love to see it. Cheers, you watch the YouTube, finally catching on Twitch? Glad to have you here. One of the things that I really like about Twitch and YouTube, they're very good at bringing people from one platform over to the other. It's a nice symbiotic relationship. So I'm just leaving Krark-Clan Shaman in hand for now. I don't want to reveal that we have it, give them an opportunity to destroy it. Really kind of just going to leave that in hand until they... until they play Kuldotha Rebirth. It's a lot of Reckoner's Bargains. Oh, Blart, Malcop. Hello. How's it going? Can you call me Coops? You can call me Cooper. Alright, so passing again. Let's draw some cards. If you were going to do something, opponent, you should have done it before I drew this card. A Coopert. You can call me Mr. Red. Titan, good morning. Double Galv Blast. Okay. Well, I mean, the Myr Enforcer has been holding their creatures back this whole time, so that's not nothing. Mr. Red. I don't think they had a Mr. Red in the Reservoir Dogs, right? There's Mr. Pink, Mr. Brown, Mr. White, Mr. Orange. Mr. Blonde. Oh, now that's bad news. Bye-bye all three of these lands. Easy for you to say, you're not Mr. Pink. Alright, Killer Critter. Kill this critter too. I'm going to tap this one for mana. I'm going to Galv Blast their Swift Spear. And I think it's about time we Reckoner's Bargain gain 7. Alright, so they make a 2-2, reveal Chromatic Star. This was one of the things that I really liked when I was playing as Kuldotha Burn. I didn't realize how often you were actually going to just 3 mana sacrifice, synthesizer, get a 2-2, and how good that would actually be. It was kind of surprising. Galv Blast that so I can attack. 4 damage either way. Find Envelop. Oh, not bad. Swing in. Oh, where's that Kuldotha rebirth? You found two of them like instantly last time. Now we've got cards to answer it. You're like, nah. And another Samurai reveals Galvanic Blast, which they do have Metalcraft for. And Envelop is not a blue elemental blast, but is looking like Krark-Clan Shaman's time to shine. Unfortunately, we only have one creature in the graveyard. That's too bad. Would be a nice time for Blood Fountain. Oh well, Galv Blast gone. Ooh, draws Hydroblast. Very not bad. Alright, so, quick lesson in how to use Krark-Clan Shaman. Hold control. Click. Sacrifice a thing. Abilities on the stack. Holding control. Click. Sacrifice a thing. Okay. We've sacrificed the things. 2 damage is the number we want. Now we'll allow these to resolve. Oh, we should have actually used Deadly Dispute here. A little bit of a hiccup. Maybe they'll respawn and we'll get a chance to do that. But yeah, we could use Makeshift Munitions as well. A bunch of cool stuff we could have done there. Okay, Deadly Dispute, draw some cards. Not as good as Reckoner's Bargain, but we only get so many Reckoner's Bargain in our deck. We've already used 3. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Goes down by 1. Just thinking if we're going to be able to play our Myr Enforcers immediately, we're not. But we do currently have Envelop, so if they go for a Rebirth here, we have something to do. They have 2 cards in hand. Puts us down to 5. Find Hydro. Get the 2 Myr Enforcers. We'll play those next turn. We get to keep up Hydro with the treasure. Or Envelop if they cast specifically Rebirth. I guess pretty much anything that Envelop can counter we'll go for. Discard a red Elemental Blast to draw a card. Smash to Smithereens to deal us 3 damage, but we get to keep the land. Guten Tag. Go to 2. Or we could counter this, and maybe we still are going to be in a position where where it's going to take the opponent 2 spells to kill us. Another smash. Okay. Well, we got another spell out of their hand. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of answers anymore. Oh, that's a nice draw. That's super nice. Just gain 3. Oh, we still have to pay 1 for Myr Enforcer? Savage. Oh, well, the second one's free. What a draw on the Navigator's Compass. Brings us right back into the game. And yeah, we win with Makeshift Munitions here, so opponent's not going to get another untapped step. Okay, good start. We got a lot of good cards for the matchup, but we need some meat. All right, we're going to play Seat, hold up Hydro. Now there's a big fish. Now we just need to get it on the table. All right, we take 1. And a Kessig Flame Breather. That's going to be worth a ton of damage over time. I think it's worth countering. Another Seat. I guess we'll play Drossforge Bridge here, pass turn. Okay, they go for a Synthesizer, which reveals Fire Blast. Not a good reveal here. Although if they have Mountain in hand, it might be worth going for. I mean, if they're flooded, sure. Get the damage while it's available. I guess they're going to be afraid of Hydroblast. So they don't go for it. Oh, the Gorilla Shaman. That's brutal with the hand we have. Oh, no, I haven't seen that, Titan. Yeah, Nimble Mongoose is a card that people have been trying to make a real thing in Pauper for quite some time. Not an easy thing to do. Since generally, you fill your graveyard up and then you want to empty it again. Yeah, sometimes this is the way, it works out. Sometimes Gorilla Shaman is really, really good. Oh, wow, we're just taking so much damage here. Go for the Galv Blast, right, opponent? Because the Chain Lightnings, yeah, Chain Lightnings are good next turn. I think we're just dead. Between the Gorilla Shaman and the pace? Like the pressure they're putting up? Okay, okay. That kind of brings me back in it. I could play Krark-Clan, put Unexpected Fangs on it, sacrifice 2 artifacts, kill the Swift Spear, kill the Shaman, and gain 6 life. Hey, Titan. Cheers. Could also Reckoner's Bargain, but that only gains me 1 life instead of 6. I get to draw cards in that instance. Hold control. Okay. Still, I feel very far behind. But, did some work, and we're ready for Gurmag Angler. Just wish I could put Unexpected Fangs on this. I guess we could have. We just set up for Reckoner's Bargain instead. So I'm leaving the blue up here instead of leaving a card in the graveyard, so it looks like we have a Hydroblast up. Maybe the opponent will play around it. I mean, they're just going to play this Chain Lightning, is what they're going to do. Oh, wow. Targeting the fish. They must have a Fire Blast? No, they have another land and another spell? Okay. Pas jambon? Pas de jambon? Yeah, you're right. It means no ham. That's kind of funny. Oh, the Navigator's Compass. Let's go. We're not out of the woods yet, but that was a good draw for sure. Gain 3. Fix our mana. Yeah, that's true. Gurmag Angler sort of gained us 6 life there. Jambon, which means John Good. Think we need a judge to tell us if that was a good joke. All right, let's gain 2, draw 3. Nice island. 2, 3, 4, 5. So the only thing we could do is we could either cycle Fumes or Reckoner's Bargain the Compass. I guess Reckoner's Bargain the Compass sets us up for a Gurmag Angler next turn. kind of want to keep the Reckoner's Bargain so we can bargain the Gurmag Angler. But we kind of need to use it to get the resources in the graveyard regardless. So if I Fumes, that's 4, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we would need to draw a land, an untapped land for bargain to be good. We had one. Put it on the Krark-Clan. Opponents taking their time on this one. But we have had a lot of back and forth in this match. It's been a pretty complicated one. You can see both of our clocks are getting pretty low. All right, here we go. Swamp. They're making a ham sandwich, no ham. All right, gain 1, draw 2. And then they say 2 cards in hand. Are they Lightning Bolt, Fire Blast? Are your 2 cards in hand Lightning Bolt, Fire Blast? Oh no. Oh no. I think they are. Oh wow. Oh my god. They had me going on that one. Okay, up to 2. This is a tricky situation here because I want to have Hydroblast up. But I also want to cast Gurmag Angler. I guess I can't really cast Gurmag Angler and Kenku right now. I also can't cast Kenku and have a blocker and Hydroblast up. This is really awkward. Needed a blue bridge to do the thing I wanted to do. Hey, thanks for the follow, friend. For some reason, I thought we would have one more card in the graveyard. Guess it doesn't really matter. So what are my options here? I guess I die. Yeah, that's true. Kenku make a blocker, I just don't get Hydroblast. That's true, could make a Synod a creature. It doesn't have to be a bridge. That's very true. Alright, thanks for the help, chat. So we have 2 blockers and Hydroblast up. Furnace doesn't cast Hydro. Shit. This gets us 2. Because we have to tap our blocker. Yeah, I mean, I'm dead in a million ways, right? If I okay, come on. If I had done the furnace as the creature, would anything have changed? Absolutely anything. No. So play so bad. Yeah, thanks for that. Give him the GG in chat. On the play with a one land hand and Navigator's Compass, this does not seem like the way. I mean, I don't know exactly what Clamoroso was saying. They could have just been, like making a comment about something else or just my play in general. I know that I do have a lot of room to improve. I just don't see any way that making Great Furnace into the creature was a better option. Yeah, yeah, exactly, handsome. Well, they've left anyways, which, is pretty much what you'd expect from someone who talks like that. Talk trash, run away. Alright, so this is not exactly ideal. Opponent has Counterspell up. I would like to Deadly Dispute my Ichor Wellspring to find a land, but that plays right into Counterspell, so we're going to pass a turn, see if they blink. If they do, okay, so we go down to 5, and then draw 3 cards up to 8. So yeah, if we Deadly Dispute here, we have to discard a hand size. I'm going to play the Krark-Clan Shaman here. Mostly just not to discard a hand size. We've got 12 damage, potentially, with our Galv Blasts here. Ooh, and a Snuff Out. That's pretty good for us. Hey, thanks a lot for saying so, Titan. I appreciate you. Hope you have a wonderful day, and catch you next time. Right on time, Counterspell. Right on time. Having a little bit of trouble drawing lands here. Is this what it's usually like playing this deck? Supposed to play this into Gurmag Angler here. Didn't have enough to hold up Counterspell still. Reveal Snuff Out. Yeah, hopefully we're going to make them regret using that Snuff Out on the Krark-Clan Shaman. Okay, they're at 8. We have 8 in hand. Ooh, they just went down to 5. Difference between 5 and 8 with the hand we have is basically nothing. If we had kept the Makeshift Munitions, it would have been a difference. So let's see here. 10, 11 damage. They almost certainly have Fangs here, so whatever we block, they're going to use Fangs to kill our creature. That would be my guess. Like, they don't have direct damage. So what if I just took this? I guess if they had 2 Unexpected Fangs, that would just kill me. No, even 1 Unexpected Fang still kills me. I miscounted. So this is 11 damage, 1 Unexpected Fangs makes it 12. So yeah, we do have to block. Oh, I'm sorry, opponent. I'm sorry. That is one of the things that can only happen on Moto. And feels fucking terrible when that shit happens. Just the worst feeling. So I definitely want these 5 cards, and I'm considering the Unexpected Fangs. Makeshift Munitions seems kind of poor. Krark-Clan Shaman seems kind of poor. Any other bad cards that we can take out? Okay, it doesn't look like any other card is bad. Compass is not as good as it's going to be in other matchups. Kind of like Galvanic Blast if they're going to be snuffing out our creatures. And yeah, I mean, if we're taking out Krark-Clan Shaman and Makeshift Munitions anyway, Navigator's Compass does lose a little bit of value there as well. Keep this. Can potentially counterspell their first big creature. What? I'm gonna go. There. Well, if we were going to hold up Counterspell last turn, we should definitely hold it up this turn. No way. Spell pierce my Wellspring? Damn. Yo, Luca boring. I live on the dark side. Every once in a while I come out into the light. Not liking this. Prevent 5 damage, get some food for Gurmag Angler in the future. Alright, we can start attacking with Mistvault Bridge. On the other hand, it's just like a great blocker. Really kind of keeps the terror back. Opponent having no problems hitting their land drops. Thought Scour mills over a Counterspell and another Thought Scour. Here's a Spell Bomb. A little bit awkward. I definitely think a Spell Bomb is going to be more effective against the opponent than it is against us, but definitely not ideal. If we end up drawing that Gurmag Angler, we're not really going to be able to cast it anymore. Okay, here's another Tolarian Terror from the opponent. and a Gurmag Angler to finish us off. That's a lot of big critters. Meanwhile, we are struggling. I can trade a Myr Enforcer here for their Tolarian Terror. Seems like a good deal. It does make my next Myr Enforcer harder to cast, though. Hey, thanks for the follow, friend. Let's try and draw 3 cards. Ooh, it worked. Nice. Pyroblast. Good answer to a lot of their shenanigans. Gonna continue to play defensive here for at least another turn. Opponent seems to be flooding pretty hard. And they've stopped with the aggression. Let's gain 7. Chainer's Edict, lovely. Okay, opponent's had enough. A little bit of an awkward matchup there. Unfortunately, opponent made a misclick, which cost them game 1, and yeah, it's just sucks. Sculpture. That's a funny name. Heavy Arms, thank you for the luck. Yeah, the the avatar definitely goes with the name. Really like that. Slivers, you say? Krark-Clan could be good against that, depending on how much sacrifice fodder we get. Yeah, slow rolling. Didn't know what we were playing against, so if I played Krark-Clan Shaman and they were Kuldotha burn, they could lightning bolt my best card, and then they'd just be free to do whatever they wanted. Really good start from the opponent here. Having 3 toughness on their creatures makes it hard for the Krark-Clan Shaman to compete, but we do find Galvanic Blast, which is going to be able to take care of the Sinew Sliver. Could also play the Krark-Clan at this point. And just hide the Galv Blast. And then decide what to do based on what their move is. Like, I'm fine with Galv Blast, Sinew Sliver, and then just wait. But if they play another Lord, that's a little bit tricky. They do play another Lord. What to do? Gonna wait. Krark-Clan Shaman is just so strong in this matchup. If we can find some of our other fodder artifacts. There are so many decision points in this deck. It's one of the strongest decks partially because of that, because you have so many options. Gurmag. Nice to see ya. Kind of think I'm going to want to hold up Reckoner's Bargain here so I can Reckoner's Bargain the Krark-Clan Shaman. Draw some cards. Makeshift Munitions can be very good in this matchup. We have to get rid of the Plated Sliver and the Lords, though, because once they just have 1/1s, Makeshift Munitions pow, 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 pings them off, kills them right easy. Just hate that I have to sacrifice 3 artifacts to get rid of these 2 creatures. I mean, one of them is Ichor Wellspring, and we get to bargain the Krark-Clan Shaman, so it's not the worst, but not great either. Alright, we're just going to take this damage. We could, like, block and sweep the board here, but then they get to replay creatures post-combat. We're going to take the damage to try to slow them down moving forward here. This is worse if they lead the Stampede, but better if they play almost any sliver. Okay, so we let this resolve, and then we can get rid of whatever creature, or sorry, whatever artifact they target. And we get to kill all their stuff. Alright, so hold control. Krark-Clan, sacrifice Wellspring. Okay. Krark-Clan, sacrifice Mistvault. Tap, tap. Krark-Clan, sacrifice Great Furnace. Okay, and then I guess we might as well Deadly Dispute. It looks better than Reckoner's Bargain here. And this should wipe the board. Chainer's Edict, nice. We got 6 cards in the graveyard, so we're going to be able to Gurmag Angler, no problem. And I guess I just play the bridge. A little bit of a reversal of fortunes there. Okay, they're going to be able to get rid of another land with this. We don't have the mana to Reckoner's Bargain, unfortunately. So they are keeping us down on mana. We need to. We have access to Reckoner's Bargain. We also have access to 1 damage Makeshift Munitions currently. That's the reason why I didn't play Chromatic Star. Opponent has 3 cards in hand and 3 lands. So here comes the attack for 2. No blocks. Go to 10. And passes back. So they don't have very much at all, if that's their play. I wonder what could be in their hand. Winding Way. They find 3 cards with Winding Way. Bodyguard, Plated Sliver, and Sinew Sliver. Good hits. Good hits. Probably going to want to Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star, draw 3 cards. Shoot the Bodyguard is an option. I'm just more interested in Deadly Dispute. I guess I could do both. Deadly Dispute the Treasure, get a treasure. Or Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star, get a treasure. Then we have 2 treasures. I can use a treasure to activate and a treasure to kill. All right, they are going to play the Sinew Sliver here. I like the Galv Blast. Now, do they attack for 2 here? Is a question. No attack. Alright, so they've played the Sinew Sliver. So we can Chainer's Edict, Galv Blast, attack for 5. It's true, they won't block. It just seems like killing a Lord seems like a pretty good thing to do. On the other hand, saving the Galv Blast in hand, Makeshift Munitions would be easy kill next turn, but this was going to be easy kill as well. Then you had lethal. Oh yeah, I could have killed. Why not kill? No, you're absolutely right. Should have attacked, they would not have blocked, and then we kill. Splitting Heirs. I think you might have been watching a little bit too much Game of Thrones. That's what they do on that show, right? Alright, not punished. Alright, so, playing against Slivers. Definitely these cards, maybe Suffocating Fumes. Love Krark-Clan, love the Galv Blasts. Take out a Blood Fountain. I think Suffocating Fumes might be wishful thinking, that that's actually going to kill anything. I mean, we got Krark-Clan Shaman, we got turn 2 Wellspring, got Reckoner's Bargain for the Myr Enforcer. This hand looks good. And opponent is on the mulligan. Yeah, good point, Ritual Hippie. If Fumes is going to be doing anything, they don't have Lords down, so... Ooh, Chainer's Edict. So we've got options. We could Chainer's Edict, get rid of Plated Sliver. We could Ichor Wellspring, set up for a Krark-Clan Shaman. Also, potentially we can just play Myr Enforcer next turn. Next turn we also have access to Galv Blast for 4 plus Chainer's Edict. So depending on their plays here, we'll see what we do. Okay. Another 3 toughness creature makes me want to try and Krark-Clan. Let's see what we draw. Island. So one of the issues is if I Krark-Clan, then I can't Galv Blast this turn. I could play the Vault of Whispers, play Myr Enforcer, have a 4/4, but they're going to be playing a Muscle Sliver or a Predator Sliver next turn. So their creatures are going to be 3/4s with flanking. Kind of think that the best thing we can do is Krark-Clan. So we play the Krark-Clan, play the Vault of Whispers, and then we sacrifice Seat, Vault, Ichor Wellspring, 3 damage to everything, and Reckoner's Bargain the Krark-Clan. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Hold control. Galv Blast now so we don't discard a hand size. And while it did take a lot of resources to stay in the game there, now they're 1 card in hand, and we're looking pretty good. I'm going to use the Drossforge Bridge here. I was kind of up in the air on which one to use. And now we're going to lose it. Unfortunate. Definitely don't like how they were able to use Journey to Nowhere to take one of my lands. My only black source. That did not work out well. So I can either hold up Counterspell or play Myr Enforcer this turn. I think I'm going to hold up Counterspell. They're in a difficult position here where they really need something good. So if I'm able to Counterspell, lead the Stampede, I'll feel like in a very solid position. Meanwhile, I'm just taking 1 damage a turn. I can take 1 more damage. Awesome. Waited that one extra turn. Now we have two Myr Enforcers and we still have Counterspell up. And that's the card we wanted to Counterspell. Oh, how the tides have turned. Oh, Winding Way. Nothing we can do about this one. I guess I could have Blood Token to look for something, but whatever. Oh my god, they hit 3 lands. I'm sorry, opponent. Kill their creature, we have 9 damage in combat. 1 land hand on the play. Not interested. This'll do. Opponent also on the mulligan. And stays at 6 as well. Looks like the mirror match. Gonna have a decent Thoughtcast next turn. 2 mana, draw 2. Oh, wow. That's painful. And we get the Ichor Wellspring, which reduces the cost of our Thoughtcast. No creatures, though. Oh, an opponent passes back with no land drop again. Discards the Suffocating Fumes with their Blood Token. And finds a land. Also another Blood Fountain. Let's Reckoner's Bargain, the Wellspring. Draw a bunch of cards. Play another Blood Fountain. And no creatures. Oh, a Frogmite. Was not expecting one of those. Thoughtcast. Are we supposed to counter this? I'm just wondering because they're struggling on mana, so it feels like countering the draw spell to keep them down on mana might be good, but they had the rebuke for our counterspell, so they're going to be able to draw their cards regardless here. How about some creatures? Hey, we found one. And we have Reckoner's Bargain up if we need it. How many Myr Enforcers do you have? Right, let's try and kill one. All right, now we got Makeshift Munitions, and they're going to scoop to the Makeshift Munitions. That Makeshift Munitions is a lot of damage over two turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage just on the table, plus maybe another 4 from the Myr Enforcer. So that was going to be pretty hard for them to deal with. Let's bring in Gorilla Shaman for sure. We can take out Krark-Clan. Switch out the Shamans for the Shamans. Chainer's Edict is a maybe, kind of like Unexpected Fangs. Good enough. Okay, we're both keeping 7 this time. They play Great Furnace, Chromatic Star. We could make the same play here. A little bit weak to Gorilla from the opponent. Not a Gorilla. Oh, but they do have Frogmite early. Zuru, good morning. Gonna try and Reckoner's Bargain, see if they counter this. They don't. Unexpected Fangs. Quite unexpectedly. Alright, so I get the choice of playing Galvanic Blast or discarding a hand size. Might as well play it. I have not played Jeskai Ephemerate, so I'm not too sure on that deck's strengths, but I think that it's pretty hard to argue with Affinity being one of the best decks. I see what you're saying there, Stream Team. Yeah, and we had the answer for this, but we don't anymore. I guess we kind of do. Yeah, I mean, play whatever you want to play. That's definitely the best option, I think. Whatever you enjoy. So if we play Vault of Whispers Myr Enforcer, we have access to Unexpected Fangs or Reckoner's Bargain. Although I'm a little bit more interested in like a Deadly Dispute kind of a thing, because I think that if we play Unexpected Fangs on the Myr Enforcer, it's probably going to meet with a Galv Blast. But we'll see what happens. Zaxman, hello. Chainer's Edict. Good time for Reckoner's Bargain. Yep, they sure are. But we're kind of under the gun here. Opponent's attacking for 8, and there's nothing we can do about it. Let's put Unexpected Fangs on their creature. That way, when their creature damages us, we'll gain that life. It's not the way that works. That might have been the card, Soul Link. I do remember that there was a card that did that. All the card draw. None of the creatures. Am I supposed to attack with this? I think I'm supposed to block with it, right? Try and block and trade with the Myr Enforcer? Ah, I see. Yep. Yeah, they're not going to attack into that, and then they can potentially have a sacrifice effect. Three, four, five, six, seven. Well, I mean, on the upside, um, keeping it up for blocks meant I had the mana for Counterspell there, so that's something. So yeah, if I play the Kenku, I don't have Counterspell up. So I'm thinking attack, play the land, play the Kenku, and then we have Kenku to sacrifice. All right, so they use their Galvanic Blast on my 1/1. Oh, is that a good one, chat? Is that a good card in this matchup? On this board? And they scoop to it. GG's. Just got really lucky with the top deck there and with their lands. If they had, a bunch of bridges instead of the untapped artifact lands there, this, would not have just ended right here. But always a pleasure to play against one of the best Pauper players in the game. So good games, Carves. One land hand here, not interested. We're going to mulligan this. I don't like this one, but we'll keep it. Oko was not understood. Oko did nothing wrong. What do we even bottom here? I kind of like bottoming maybe Gurmag, but like we have this cool play with Chromatic Star Thoughtcast, where we're going to be able to Thoughtcast on turn 2 with the hand we have. Maybe I'll just get rid of Bargain. Mondays, Saturdays, and Wednesdays. Interesting. I mean, yeah, we're definitely keeping this. We have to bottom a card. Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, we're doing basically the same play. It's basically the exact same play. We're gaining a life instead. Another mirror match. I mean, nobody should be shocked at any time seeing Affinity on the other side of the table in Pauper. It's one of the best options that you can play, so people are going to play some of the best decks. But who knows? We could still be surprised. This could still potentially be Mogwarts. Oko thinks it smells like goblins too. Haven't seen Mogwarts in an age. It has been a long time since I played against that deck. Yeah, I could see that. A lot of graveyard hate, a lot of sweepers. I mean, Mogwarts has so many ways that it can be interacted with. I think I'm going to go for Wellspring here rather than Bargain. Oh yeah, it's a really cool deck. I think it's awesome. It is, however, kind of difficult to play. And like you were saying before, not very good in the meta. Still nothing telling me which deck it is. It could still be either one. We're assuming Affinity, but yeah, could be either or. And they're still not telling us anything. Ooh. Oh man, I do not like that. I guess we're going to have to go with Reckoner's Bargain, the Ichor Wellspring. And if we don't hit untap land, okay, we do. Because yeah, we could have just lost here. If they are a Goblin combo. Now at least we have Galv Blast interact if they're goblins. Akuyara, hello. Again, I mean, I expect them to be Affinity, but they haven't shown us otherwise yet, and that is a shocker. Cleansing Wildfire. Did not expect that at all. So, maybe we're playing against mostly Rakdos. Hey, check it out. We have a basic. Ha ha! Got him! Didn't expect that, did ya? Ha ha! So, I don't think the reasoning for the land is actually Cleansing Wildfire. I think the reasoning for the land is initiative, but definitely paid off here. Anil Skull, I see you have the mana to open a chest. We're just kind of hanging here. Oh, okay, opponent starts to make a play. Let's see what they do. Okay, so now confirmation they are an Affinity. We're going to open the chest right now, though. It'll be a little bit of a quicker one instead of, like, reading out all of what the cards are. Let's just open this up. Alright, so we got 5 play points. Spawn of Thraxus. When it enters the battlefield, deals damage to any target equal number of mountains you control. Iron Soul Enforcer. When it or a commander attacks alone, return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. Those are 2 magic cards. Initiative still exists. Kept... Ah! Wildfire is a response to Caw Gates. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I was definitely pretty confused there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it costs 2 mana to play our Myr Enforcer. Or we could Chainer's Edict. Alright, so they can use the treasure to Deadly Dispute or something, but they don't, so that's awesome. Yeah, yeah. And I guess, yeah, Cleansing Wildfire, you can run a couple basics. Ooh, Makeshift Munitions from the opponent. That's a good one from them. Play Navigator's Compass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we can get both Myr Enforcers out. And still have Galv Blast up. Alright, so they're going to Galv Blast our Myr Enforcer. Unfortunately, we don't have enough mana to Reckoner's Bargain, so there's not really anything we can do. So let's see, our 5 cards in the graveyard. Not going to be able to Gurmag either. A little bit awkward here on how I left my mana. You really get punished. Yes, if you crack Star. Yes, what if I crack Star? Oh, shit, the Gurmag. Damn that stream delay. Kenku Artificer. Got a makeshift munitions of our own. Don't really have a lot of lands, though. We have 8 cards in the graveyard, but I want to keep a lot of them. Also, I want to keep Reckoner's Bargain up. So what are we going to have to lose? Need one more card to go. Chainer's Edict, Myr Enforcer. Kind of need the Chainer's Edict for the bridge. Ah. Well, that's why we kept the mana up. Reckoner's Bargain, gain 7 life, draw 2. And they have a Blood Fountain, so they're going to be able to get their Kenku Artificer and Myr Enforcer back. A little bit down on time here. Oh, they have the Galvanic Blast for our Myr Enforcer. Back to the graveyard with you. And now we're taking damage. Alright, so we got the Galvanic Blast to take this off the table. Ooh, and a Deadly Dispute. Nice. I think I want to go for Upkeep to kill this. So if they want to use Makeshift Munitions to deal me a damage, they have to tap their mana on their turn. And we'll Deadly Dispute. While they have no cards in hand, so they cannot counterspell. And we can F6 at this point. We have nothing we can do. Gurmag Angler. I was kind of expecting a Kenku here. I guess either way, I mean, whatever Chainer's Edict hits, although, would rather it hits the indestructible thing. Let's draw 2 cards. Find a lot more lands. A little bit of a inconsistent pace of play on this one. That's okay. So let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 cards in the graveyard we don't mind getting rid of. We only want to keep the Chainer's Edict and the Myr Enforcer. So that's Gurmag Angler for 1. We can play Makeshift Munitions and then play a tap land. Opponent has another Blood Fountain here, so they can get Myr Enforcer and the Kenku back. They can get double Myr Enforcer back. They've definitely got some options here. So yeah, Blood Fountain into double Myr Enforcer seems kind of good. I'm going to counter this spell, I think. We don't have another basic to go get, so let's keep them from drawing a card. Another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, because I tapped, I can't do the Edict at this point anymore. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I tapped out, I guess I could use the Chromatic Star. Oh, Blood Fountain. Very not bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could have attacked first, would have had maybe something extra in the graveyard, but again, you know, like we've got the Blood Fountain, so having two creatures in the graveyard seems like a good thing. Oh, no attacks. I think they should use the Blood Fountain. They agree. 4, 5, 6, 7, and they have 7, so they could... Oh, they grab Gurmag Angler and Kenku Artificer. I figured for sure it was going to be Myr Enforcer, Myr Enforcer. I mean, the Gurmag Angler trades, so that makes sense. Pretty big cost on that one, though. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So we could Chainer's Edict and play Blood Fountain. If I don't play Blood Fountain, I get to hold up Deadly Dispute. Oh, yeah, that's true, Grim. That's true. I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, I've been neglecting this blood token over here. Now, this is a pretty fast clock. Draw a bunch more cards. Find a Myr Enforcer, a bunch of lands. Ooh, and a Galvanic Blast. Kill that with a Navigator's Compass. Oh, they're going to Reckoner's Bargain and allow us an attack. They do gain 3. All right, so they're at 12. This puts them to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 1. I think we have it. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. GG. Woo. Wow. And we're like 4 minutes behind on clock. Wow. Okay. Good game. Whew. Munitions is a pretty decent card, yeah. Definitely glad that we took a moment to do the math there. Opponents tapped out. We didn't have to pass back, didn't have to deal with whatever cards they drew. Just game over, man. Oh, yeah, this mirror is insane. There's so much going on all the time. Good enough. Opponent is on a deep mulligan, down to 5 cards here. We're going to hit F6. Opponent has the play, and we are way behind on clock. So we'll take whatever little shortcuts we can right now. Cleansing Wildfire on themselves. Go get their basic island. Nice choice of island, by the way. You can see, unfortunately, our basic is in hand, so if they have a Wildfire, they're going to be able to get full value out of it. Trying to get on board immediately. The hand we have kind of feels like this is our route. Try and just smash them for 3 every turn in the air. Got a Galv Blast maybe to finish it off. But we just don't have the same kind of card draw we did last time. Oh, there we go. That's a nice one. Good draw. I'm kind of like I'm a little bit afraid of the gorilla. Which is why I'm playing my basic here. Our untapped lands here are very, very vulnerable. Okay, so they're targeting their own land again. If they targeted our vault, I guess we have Reckoner's Bargain. If they targeted the vault, we would have been able to counter their spell. Oh, nice swamp. That is not my favorite swamp, but it's pretty close. All right, let's Reckoner's Bargain the Chromatic Star. Try to draw 3. Find another Galv Blast. Let's go. Oh my god, another Galv Blast? Unfortunately, they have a blocker for the Artificer. This isn't lethal, but that is a lot of Galv Blast. No, we don't have any of the Elemental Blasts. I wasn't sure if we should be bringing those in. I guess we could have brought in Hydros for their Makeshift Munitions. No blocks here. I don't want to lose my land to an Edict. Ooh, that's a good one. That can get rid of my Artificer. Galv Blast you. Ah, Blue Elemental Blast. Yeah, Affinity's still very good. Kills the Kenku Artificer. So anyway, I started blasting. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. I wish I could leave up double blue, double red. Galv Blast me. Yep. Down to 13. So if they hit us with Myr Enforcer, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 artifacts. So a single Galv Blast kills us if this attack connects. I think we have to block it. And if we block it, it gets us off the table, and they're no longer able to potentially gain life with it. Although this might just be Galv Blast my Angler into Makeshift Munitions it off the table. That is what it's going on. Alright, we're going to be taking a bunch of damage here. Question is what their leftovers are. Any more Galv Blasts, opponent? Deadly Dispute. Sacrificing, I guess, a Vault of Whispers? Keep on tapping. Gurmag Angler. 2 cards in hand. They need to have some form of counter magic. Or, I guess, yeah, they have the treasure token, so they could still have Reckoner's Bargain. Gain 7. One card left in hand. Should probably have attacked. Or sorry, I should have Galv Blast first, so if I would know if this was lethal. Because then I could have potentially held it back, but I don't think that it would have actually done anything. You dead? Yeah! 4-1. Whew. GG. All right, so this is the deck that we were playing today, Affinity, and well, I mean, I am a fan of winning, so definitely had a lot of fun with this deck, and you can too. So this is, as I've been saying a couple of times, this is one of the strongest options in Pauper, even after all the bannings. It has some of the best card draw in the business with Reckoner's Bargain, Deadly Dispute, and even, with Thoughtcast. It's funny, this used to be a 4 of. Now we're just playing a single. It has one of the best makeshift munitions outside of Mogwarts. Kenku Artificer was really, really fun. Actually, this, I think, is the first time I've ever played the Artificer. So being able to turn my bridges into flying indestructible 3/3s was a lot of fun. And I did absolutely kind of like forget at one point that Kenku Artificer could target any artifact, basically, except for, Myr Enforcer. So it took me a little while and chat's help to realize that the Kenku Artificer could be, targeting Seat of the Synod or Navigator's Compass, Chromatic Star, so when it dies you draw a card to replace it. Seems pretty good. Krark-Clan Shaman was definitely very, very strong in the matchup where we needed it. You'll find that, like sometimes Krark-Clan Shaman, why do I even have this in the main deck? It should be a sideboard card. Get it out of my deck. But in those games where you need it, you're going to be so happy you have it, especially in the main, like being able to steal game ones against Bogles or other creature decks like Elves. Very, very strong option, so definitely glad that that's in the main. The counter spells were kind of interesting. Normally, you would see Metallic Rebuke, which, is a conditional counter. The opponent has to pay 3 mana to be able to resolve their spell. This is a little bit more difficult to cast, but we do have the increased blue lands and the Navigator's Compass, so it didn't feel too difficult to be able to hold up Counterspell on turns where we wanted to hold it up. Maybe even, like being able to have the option of holding up Counterspell and Deadly Dispute, pretty sweet. As far as the sideboard goes, I'm still not totally sold on Envelop. I think it could just be a blue elemental blast, but I guess Envelop is better versus some of the burn decks like Madness and Blackburn. So at least we have a card for those matchups. Yeah, would highly recommend this deck if you're looking at playing some Pauper and winning games. This has been the deck that has received the most bans, though, in the format. So, I wouldn't exactly call it safe. Might be a little bit of a shaky investment to get into. But if you're renting cards, or if you have the cards, or, if you don't mind spending a few bucks to pick up what you're missing, this is one of the best ways to play in the format.